I don't know how my car's still on the road.
There we go, now we're recording. Don't say any publicly identifiable information. This is everywhere. Oh, wait, let me join it, let me present. Ready here, folks. Yeah, I'll just do the whole screen. Pull bar out of here. All right, so we're just gonna be doing some normal CTF practice today. Yeah. Any categories anybody wants to go over real quick? Any ideas, any takers?
Doing capture the flag stuff?
Yeah. Did you get a key for the?
Yeah, I've been doing the practice game stuff.
Luckily, the practice game allows collaboration, so.
I guess I got stuck on the third log analysis one.
Third log analysis?
Or, no, not log analysis, hold on. I forget which one it was, give me a second. So it's cryptology. Oh. Maybe it's. Give me a second, I gotta look through all.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, which one is this? Sorry, forensics, the easy one.
Oh, the easy friendly one.
Number, question 3.
Yes.
What is the name of the user that creates? So I took that and I just kind of downloaded the file, threw it into my Kali Linux, and then it said the user was me. So, or when I did ls-l.
Yeah.
So that's where I got stuck.
Yeah. So,
Thanks.
welcome. So yeah, I had trouble on that one too. I actually learned tar actually holds a lot of information in their archive. That was just through Google. So you pull it up. Is it showing my Kali on? Yeah. And that one actually took me forever because of the last one for a very stupid
It
reason.
was when was the file flag created in UTC?
Yeah.
I thought it was like January 2022 and I put that in, but it said it was wrong, so I didn't get to that one.
Yeah.
Cause I just ls-l the file.
So CD. Okay, will be screen that. So there we go. Now I can see the challenge. So first one, how many files are present inside the archive? Well, we're given. So let me get rid of all these other ones. So we're given an archive called .tar.gzip. How's it going, Sam? So first, how many files are present in an archive? Well, we get a gzip file. So let's first extract that. Let me also make a copy real quick so I can keep this and not have to re-download it. So let's extract that. Gzip is unlocked with gz. We want to figure out if they use -8 or -d or -e to extract. Dash help, dang, maybe this is gzip, I think. Yeah, okay, they use gzip. -d is decompressed, so gzip -d. Do tar to gz. All right, great, and now we got tar left. So to extract tar, we can look this up, but it's tar-xf secrets to tar. And there we go. Now we got the full directory, so we can just cd into there. There's 2 files, so 2 files are present in the archive. Where's the flag? If we cat it, the flag right there. What is the name of the user that created the flag? So if we do ls-al, you can see it did not keep any of the previous information it had before. We have our own user created the flag today, which is not right. Well, that one's the January 2nd, so I'm a little confused about that one.
That's what I put in as the time. Oh, that's what I put in.
Did you get that one right or no? Oh, yeah. I'll tell you the reason for that one later. So I was wondering what other ways could they store this information? I tried exif tooling it. Nothing. We got this. I don't think that time is correct. Well, the date is correct. The time isn't correct. I tried exif tooling note. See, maybe note had something in it. Nope, just this is a note file. Nothing in it. So then I was looking it up. Can a gzip hold data? Well, it can hold some time data, but not much. However, what I did learn is tar can hold data. I think it's CVS.
That sounds great.
I'm still in the archive. So you do tar dash CVF, actually, let's first see what this does. So C, I think, is. It's not that. TVF, that's what it is, TVF, right here. List all files and archive tar verbosely. So dash T, if we go down here, list the contents of the archive without extracting it. V means usually verbose in most programs. That's what they use. Verbose just means they go more in depth on it. So like if you are using a program and you get an error message, you want to see more into what that error message is. You can use dash V. It'll tell you all the things that failed to cause that failure. F just specifies file. So now if we do tar dash TVF secrets 2, we can see right here, the user who created the flag file is Sky. So now we can also see when was the flag created. So we can see right there, it actually does give us the same time. However, you said that one was wrong, right?
I thought I put that one. So January 2nd, 2022 at, oh, not 10:07 though.
Or wait, what do you mean? Not 10:07 or what do you?
Well, I put in 10, or I put something other than 10:07.
Okay, yeah, don't put 10:07. That's also wrong. So here's how you actually get it. So I think we can just, yeah, we can just exif tool secrets to, or is it just called secrets? Let me nail this real quick. See what I'm working with. All right, so yeah, let's exit. Let's look at the metadata of the entire secrets folder. So we can see, yeah, node and this 2204, 2201. So this is more recent, and this is the one I want, the flag file. 10:07. So at first I tried that, it didn't work. I was like, okay, is there somewhere else it's stored? What is the problem? And then I realized sometimes UTC or Unix Unix time standards go to your time or time code or like wherever you are in the world. Yeah, your time zone. And it also has this -50 right here. So I was wondering, what is that all about? So I didn't know how to like do
Is
it
that
from
like
there.
the +5 hours Greenwich Mean Time?
I think it is.
Or
So-
-5 hours.
Yeah, you might have to -5 hours from it, but another thing you can do is just, like we were talking about with the verbose. You can just do -V to get more verbose on the information. Instead of them decoding it for you, they'll give you the actual Unix timestamp. So here's a modify date. Copy with that. And then we can go into something like epoch converter that'll convert the actual timestamp to the non-time zone. So here's the time zone. This is what we got, 10:07. Here's GMT, January 2nd, 2022, 3:07 p.m.
I just added 5 hours to that time where I add 5 hours to
Oh, it
10:07.
does, yeah,
And
okay.
it also gave the answer.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. I thought it wouldn't, I thought it was a minus, so I thought it would like go back, and I also thought it was 3 AM, not 3 PM. I mean, you can do it that way. That's just the way I did it because I didn't want to spend the time having to realize if this is minus or plus or how to like convert that, I guess. So I just put it in there, but yeah, that's an easier way. You just add 5 to there. So instead of 10:07, it's 3 PM 07, 3:07 PM. Yeah, that's how you do that one. I didn't get both these forensics challenges were hard. I did not have enough time to solve them, but I can give you guys at least a start if you guys want to try to solve them. Hacker Flyer is very difficult. I'm still trying to find an entrance to that one, but I got an entrance to mysterious.iso. The main problem for this one now is just trying to figure out what it means by with each question. So we're given an ISO file. Keep it there. You can see my wrong answers. We're given this ISO file. So any ideas on how we can get more information on this ISO file? Anybody know any tools? There's this one really cool tool called Autopsy that I use for mainly any memory forensics. There's some other, like if it's RAM, I think you have to use a tool called Volatility. But for this, when they're like memory dumps or like file system dumps or an ISO file, even if it's probably RAM, Autopsy is a great resource. So what Autopsy does is it can give you the file system of a dump, but it can also let you search for text in that dump. It has every like block of memory in that file for you to just search through, which is really nice. So let's try using it. Started with sudo autopsy. Most Kali should automatically have this. And if you got it on WSL, cool little thing you can do, just using your actual browser. So we're gonna open a new case. Yeah, there's it, but I want to show how to create a case. So first you'll hit new case. You'll give it a name. So let's say Mysterious Demo. New case, add host. Doesn't matter what you put in there, and then add image. And then this is where you add image file. You say where the image is. So let's give where this image is. Here we go. So one way you can get a path to a file is by using readlink -f. That'll just tell you exactly where, it'll give you the full, like, I think, is that right? Oh, and I'm not typing there we go. It'll give you the full path to the file. So now we just copy this. And like, you will let me, I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. And then just paste it into your location. Type, I don't think it matters because it can't really read it. It can just search through it, so. Should all be good. And then you click analyze. So it's not able to get a file analysis or file type or any of that stuff because it can't get a file system from this, since it's also an ISO. But however, we can keyword search. So let's see if we can find any information. So first we need, what operating system installer is this? Not the kernel. Any ideas on what we can look up to find that? Let's try operate, or I think, yeah, just OS. 322 hits, so that might be too much. So I was trying different things for this. I forget all the, actually, I might have it in my notes on what I tried. I think I just looked up what information might have it. So they said it might be in /etc directory. So maybe there's a file that edits it and I don't know, shows something in there. So I typed /etc. Searched for that. Two results. It just caps it, TC user, just some setup stuff. Yeah, nothing important. However, then I was like, well, what if it was originally named after the file it was, or the file, or what if it was actually named after the operating system it was installing beforehand? So what if I type ISO for ISO file? It might show me the original. So first, we just have Linux. Linux is a kernel, so it's probably not that. So I learned that the hard way. Some other stuff, ISO Linux, bunch of ISO Linux. Oh, here we go. ISO mount SDB1 multi-boot ISO tiny core -4.4. So if we look this up, dang, Zoom does not want me to copy and paste. If we look this up, tiny core OS. We can see there's a tiny core Linux operating system. So let's try that. I've already put it in here, but tiny core -4.4. That's what, yeah, I think tiny core will also work. Don't quote me on that. I just put in tiny core -4.4 because that's what it had in the file name. What version of the operating system it doesn't install? This I have not gotten yet. I don't know what it quite it's asking. I tried 4.4 because it's tiny core -4.4. However, I don't know whether it's asking for like version as in the type of operating system, because there's three types of tiny core, regular, mini, and like core plus. They're also, if we're searching for version, I just tried typing version to see if the 414 wasn't it. I keep doing that. Try typing version. And I got this version 6.4 for Tiny Core is distributed with absolutely no warranty, other stuff. And also, cool thing about autopsy is you can go down units of memory. So we found this using text, and now we can actually explore what is in this block. So we can hit next to see the next page of the memory block. Welcome to Tiny Core Plus. So now we also know that it's Tiny Core Plus. It's Tiny Core Plus version 6.4. However, none of those worked. I tried typing 6.4. I tried typing Tiny Core Plus. I tried typing Tiny Core Plus 6.4. None of that worked. So I am at a loss there. If anybody can figure that out, get back to me. I don't quite know what it's asking, or if maybe I just haven't, or I found the wrong thing. And then there's also a hacker flyer. This gives you a process dump. I'm pretty sure this is just or it's just a single process. You can so this says it's from the RAM. When you're messing with RAM dumps, you can use a tool called volatility. I can actually show it right here. Here's volatility 3. Look it up on GitHub, volatility. Essentially, you'll just say like, you'll go into there, you'll have to create a Python environment so that the commands are easy, but you go vol, then the name, so / process dump. And then you'll do something like Windows or the type of operating system. So the operating system on this process was Windows. So you'll do Windows.info, and that'll give you information on the dump. You can do PS list or Windows.ps list. That'll give a list of processes. However, since this is a singular process, I don't think you can use volatility. I'm still looking into that. Maybe at some point I'll figure out like a command that lets you use a singular process. However, that was not the entrance. Some other tools you can try out is Windows DBG. Since this is a Windows dump file, this is what usually messes with those. However, I don't think it's formatted like a Windows dump file. It might need a custom, you might need to make custom code to decode this. If you pull it into a hex editor, it looks all funky. Let me show you. Yeah, if you put it into a hex editor, you can see it says file saved successfully, which is a weird line of code to have in a file. If we go down even further, might be able to see it. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. So it says using brush tool on canvas, press the arrow key to move the cursor. It says a bunch of weird like messages that probably shouldn't be in a process dump. At least wouldn't think it would be. So, and also Windows dumps usually start with MDMP, which this does not start with. So it could require a custom program to do it. There might also be, it just be some like weird dump file that a special type of program could fix or figure out what's in it. I don't fully know. I'm still looking at that. But there are some entrances, Windows DB, or that's some other tools you can use in other CTFs. If you have a Windows dump, you can use Windows DBG if it's a real Windows dump and not this. If it's a dump from RAM, you can use volatility. Though I gotta warn you, volatility, like its name, is kind of volatile. It has had some problems with the PyCryptodome Python module, where like it's too up to date or too out of date to work with the rest of the files. So just to warn you, you might be doing a lot of configuration on that. I remember when I was using, I think, volatility 2, I had to replace all of the Pi cryptodomes with, I think, earlier versions or later versions, I can't remember, just to get it to work. And it still barely worked, so just to warn you, you are in a lot of trouble when you're using that, but it'll teach you a lot about like debugging and how memory works. Any other categories you want to go over?
Yep. I had another one, unless someone else wants to go. Somebody asked. Okay,
Mhm.
so log analysis, I think it was the second challenge, oddity, medium.
Mm.
That one, I had no idea where to start with this one. I didn't know I didn't know what encoding it was. I think that's where you have to start.
So let's first see D13.
I saw that first line and I figured that might be part of how it's.
Yeah, so let's just try searching this on Google, D13 request. What about just D13 log?
Yeah,
Mantle
what it is.
Lab, so yeah. This uses, it shows GET request. I've never seen this before, but I will try to Google this. Oh, here we go, status codes. This could just be, HTTP status codes, but it's always good to check it. Yeah, that's probably HTTP. I saw something that said Gecko, but I think that's just a web thing. Let's look at this. That's just a Mac OS login thing. This looks like a uh, Unix or a Unix timestamp. Maybe it's a little low though, so that's a very old timestamp. KHTML like Gecko. This could be, oh, here we go, Huawei. This could be Huawei logs or some kind of mobile thing. Let's look at this. Let's maybe go to the bottom, see if there's anything down there. I think everything starts with a slash or D13. Okay, let's download the log. Let's actually see if maybe possibly Linux, if you use the file command on some or on a file, a lot of the times they'll be able to tell you what or more about it. With all this. Me. So what is called oddly.
Excuse me.
I think I figured out the encoding scheme
Oh, did you?
called bean code, BENCOD. CODE.
Then code.
BitTorrent.
Hmm.
But that's it. I typed it in. That was the answer.
It does look like it. Let me look a little. So yeah, we can see that IE list. Yeah, 0 is encoded as I0E. Let me try that file thing. Oh, I already did. Yeah, it's just data. So yeah, let me. Here's some weird stuff, and that's just yeah. So date just starts with I. Log encoding format where dates start with I. That's just dates. dot mobile log encoding formats. JSON, Excel, yeah, those are just the normal ones. Dean Talk. Mark, you got any, our log analysis guy. Have you got anything on this?
This one, not yet, but it's probably more for the.
Hmm.
I question another one.
Which one is that? If we
Um,
can't figure this one out, we might break from that.
Yeah, it was the one with the QR code. I'm trying to remember what it was.
This one,
Yeah,
it's
so.
open source
Open
and it's
source.
question, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. Open source intelligence. It was like the third or second one.
Second one.
Covered QR or?
Yeah.
Covered QR.
We have uncovered a picture that contains a flag, but I think missing some data. Can you recover it? Oh, so is it just a QR code that you have to brute force?
Kind of like.
You have to like figure out each.
I figured out it was
individual
version 2
trait.
because it was 25 by 25. That's as far as I got.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The second answer is if you go, I just did it, hang on.
Oh, is there like?
It's the error correction level.
Oh yeah, the error correction level is something to do, if you look it up, there's actually a way to tell based off of the QR code itself.
There's
what
like
the
a
error
low,
correction
medium,
is.
and a high and
High.
ultra high or something. Like I think there's 4.
So this is high.
It's high. Because I guess I looked online and it said the high was like 30% recovery. There's like an error or something like that. So this definitely looks like about 30% is missing.
Yeah, you gotta pretty much like figure out. I actually used a website to help me solve this.
I was gonna say, it's not really like an image forensic thing. That's what I first started doing, but it's the third question that I don't know anything about. Mask pattern.
So catch me up on this. So what is the
Okay, so you have, get rid of that. You count. I don't even know how to call it, the
Yeah,
different.
number of
Okay,
squares.
like
The number of squares, and then you do a math thing on it to get what version of it is, and like the version has to do with.
Yeah, version 2 is 25 by 25 pixels.
Yeah,
So that's as far as I
so
got.
that's the answer to question 1, so you can put in version 2 in the answer.
Each
Or-
version has a different
what
number of
version?
like
Two.
version 1, I
Did you just
think.
put in 2?
I just put in-
Just put in 2.
in version 1, I think is like
Oh, yeah.
maybe 20 by
Okay.
20.
And so then for this question, if you actually like go to Google and type in QR code,
Type in like error
Error
correction
correction.
levels and compare that to like the actual QR code.
LM,
do you see the bottom picture?
this one?
Yeah, click on that and you'll see what it shows.
Okay,
And so the one of the thing is high.
okay, hi. Oh, so which?
So it's the bottom left corner right next to the bottom left square.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so high.
And then this is where I have not gotten past.
Okay, what's the number of mask pattern?
I couldn't get past this either until I had to like log the QR code on a certain website.
Number of the mask pattern.
Yeah, see, I
What's a
didn't know what-
mask pattern?
That was my question.
You specify what mask pattern you have. So let's look at data masking.
Optimize the arrangement of black and white models.
Simply means that if
Preventing
white
patterns that could confuse scanners.
Change plan. The masking simply toggles the color of the module.
Converting based on 8 predefined patterns.
Cannot mask function patterns, finder patterns, determine the best match. So let's see if there's just a QR code mask pattern. Generator maybe, or solver. Maybe even if we can generate, we can see, so we know that it's high.
Yeah.
We see that bit change. Maybe there's like a cook thing, I don't know.
We have to like type something again to update it.
Oh, there we go. You see that bit change?
At the bottom, I see mask pattern -1 or here to 7. So,
Well, that makes it bigger.
Version 7. I found another like image online and it's kind of talking about that the mask patterns are predefined like I guess, transformations they apply to the QR code to make it so it's easier to scan. So maybe there's a way to determine what it is just by looking at it.
So we know it was, we know it was version range, it's 2.2, so we just know it's 2. I'm gonna change this.
Oh.
That keeps changing. Oh, that didn't allow that.
Oh,
Did not like that. So we know tie. Is there a different website? Cause this
Yeah.
might just be, this might not work too well.
I do know of a way to figure it out, but it may take like several minutes. I used a website that allowed me to draw the like entire QR code. That's like lazy box with a Q at the beginning.
Crazy box of the queue,
Yeah.
like Wazy.
Alright. Yeah, that, the first option, yeah.
There we go. Analysis and recovery toolkit.
I had to like draw the entire QR code. And then it like gave me the answer.
So
We might be able to import from image. And it might just be really like screwed up, but.
I tried importing it for him from image, it didn't work.
Yeah, it probably won't work for me. Let me see if I can like edit it to where it might work or something like that. I don't know. I want to see what error message it gives.
I think you're looking at the same thing I am here, where it was like
Hmm.
these math patterns, right?
Yes.
And so I'm just trying to figure out, it's like a Zord transformation, so that seems really intensive to do by hand, but something like that.
Let's try, I want to see if I can get it to recognize this as a regular QR code, so then we can edit out that part and just save some time.
That's fair.
Like, I don't know how we're supposed to determine it if we can't see like the before the mask has been applied.
Yeah,
Although looking at the at mask pattern binary 101, I see like a similar shape, but I don't know if that means anything.
increase my
What's
size.
101 decimal?
Are you checking like each version of the QR code and comparing it to like the actual one?
Well, I was looking at this, and I just so happened to see the mask pattern one looks like a lot of this like top right corner. It's just a guess.
Yeah, you could try that. I mean, like,
I don't think it's gonna turn.
it might not matter, but like,
I mean, really, there's 8 options, 0 through 7, I guess. So
I couldn't find enough finder patterns, found 2, but it found 2. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do new blank.
oh man.
Y'all
Looks so
wanna go
fun.
drawing with me? I mean, most of the time in these CTF, this is a lot of the thing you'll do, because a lot of times figuring something out takes a lot more time than just brute forcing it.
yeah, if you look at the pattern,
Yeah, you can see the top left. Oh, wait, yeah, here we go. We can see the math pattern, so we know.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Is it only affecting the outside bottom and top right edge, or is that just?
I think those are empty, right? And then when like,
yeah, you have to fill out the rest of the pixels by hand.
those were all empty, I think. Well, I know there was more space between there, so let's.
Oh, I think there's a way to find, there's 3 mask bits for version 2, and
Yeah,
they're somewhere specific, but I'm trying to figure out where that is. ChatGPT says the top left corner. Yeah, the top left corner, pattern finder. Or finder pattern. Near the bottom left. So. I guess that's starting from the bottom. Oh, no, it's the top. Because that's where the version was, where we found the version. It's brutal. I think you're in version 3. I think we're supposed to be in version 2.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in version 2. Section.
I'm wondering, cause this,
Really overcomplicated. What are we, I think it.
yeah,
Yeah, you're supposed to be in version 2.
yeah, it's version 2, but also
The mask pattern
I don't know.
is 3.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you click on the little red box in the top left corner. And select 3, and then go back to the image, it matches up almost perfectly with the top left, like.
Oh, okay, I'm just
So you don't have
realizing,
to put
yeah,
in the
so you
whole
can't
thing.
edit anything in here, okay,
You just
yeah,
have to look at that top left corner.
got it. I
Yeah.
was confused, cause I was like, wait, you can't edit this thing, cause this is supposed to be white, but no, this is that part.
It's missing some of it. That's the part.
Yeah, and then you can see. right
Yeah.
The
there.
2 missing was what threw me.
And if you save that and you look at like the
Okay, yeah, so now we know the mask pattern is 3, so try that.
And now
Yep.
what's the,
And now we need to know what the flag is.
so now we gotta reconstruct.
Yeah, we gotta reconstruct. Is there a way, I'm wondering,
We know, so I guess it's trying to teach us, like, we have these 2 things, right? We know the mask
Yeah.
pattern, we know the version, so we might be able to fix it from that.
yeah,
I guess you can probably fill in what we know from the mask pattern to be there.
we can probably, let me.
But I
try
guess
to do
you've
this.
already done that,
Let's
so.
speed run this, watch this. Alright, guys, welcome to paint class.
Try to use-
Crowns.
oh, by the way, those red wines, the first red wine and the
Yeah, I keep forgetting these second red lines are supposed to be white, and I keep thinking they're the black lines right there.
yeah.
I think I lost the plot, I've really lost the plot.
A lot of brute force though, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of effort. It takes like several minutes, but once you get the QR code properly placed in there is a tool on that site where you can just like brute force it.
Oh, can you? Oh, my internet just went out, I think. Oh. Yeah, it kicked me off the Zoom. I'm hoping we're still recording. Can you still see my screen? I was just lost.
It's still recording.
Okay, good. Hopefully I'll get back in. Well, while that's happening, I guess that gives me time to fix my pattern. There we go. Oh, there we go. I think I'm back. Yep. Let me share my screen again. My bad, my internet kicks out sometimes. So what was the brute force thing you were talking about?
So once you fill out that entire QR code,
Oh, brute force.
Yes. You see that like those 3 rectangles on the top right corner?
Yeah.
You can just click on those and then click on tools.
Okay.
And you can just click on the first option.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was letting me. I don't think I have enough. Bam, bam. Yeah, not supposed to be there. Oh, the pattern is currently set to brute force. Oh, so that's how you got it before.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
already know it's 3.
yeah, you don't extract the information until after.
Was it 3? Which one was it?
It's 3.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Okay, it wasn't showing the right one. Know that, and that is. It goes down one more.
It's hard without the grid lines.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a bunch of, I guess, doing that. So, I guess we already know how to get the rest of this. We can go to like another one, I think. Any other ones you want to do?
I haven't gotten to any of the network traffic analysis. I feel like that wouldn't be too hard to look at.
Alright.
I just haven't started it all. It's
Oh, yeah. Network traffic analysis isn't too bad. It's something you'll have to learn a lot about to like, I guess, figure it out, because there is so many like different places to look, and also sometimes you have to decode stuff. Whatever for now, I want to revisit that, because that little time we did kind of seems fun. First, download the PCAP. You'll want to use Wireshark.
I've tried to use their thing.
Oh yeah, their thing really sucks. I would recommend downloading Wireshark and just using it. You might also have, if you have WSL, Wireshark should be on there. I don't open something. Downloads. There we go. Check some .bcap, is that the right one? Yeah. What is the full domain name being queried in the DNS request? So a lot of times these will just take a really long time. So let's just search up for just DNS. Oh, we only got one. All right, that makes it very easy. So what is the let me put that side by side. What was the full domain name being queried in DNS? So if we click DNS, we click queries, you can see right there, name use one API TP link RA. So we can just click copy value and put that in as our answer. I think that's right. Yeah, let me try that. Yep. What frame number contains an invalid IP checksum? So I'm guessing you see that big, oh no, that's just what I selected. Luckily, there's not much space to look. I'm wondering, is it just a DNS or frame checksum? So a lot of times there's an internet protocol, they'll have a checksum over here, but there might be a place where it says that it's specifically invalid. I wonder if there's a way to like say status is, all the statuses are unverified though, so I'm just gonna scroll through here. I don't know if there's like a way you can do a you can do flags for each thing in here. In fact, actually, I think we might just be able to do Control F. Invalid, maybe. See if, okay, no, in the info column, which is this. What if I do contains invalid frame contains invalid? Nope. You can use frame as in the whole this thing to look for words and, or no, here's a frame. Yeah. You can look in frame. Let me do maybe that just looks in frame. Let me do internet protocol. Can I do that? Oh yeah. You can always use Google for this. Or a shark IP invalid check some with the word filter. There we go. IP checksum bad equals 1. That might not work. Maybe just underscore bad. Expert.
I think it lied to you.
Yeah, I think it did. What's this? Not working either. With error. Nope. Maybe. Let's see if we have the thing that way. let's see if we have checks on validation at all. So if we look on here, edit preferences protocols. I think we have to go to IP, yeah. Which is a long, far way down. IPv4, they're just regular IP. IPX, yeah, I'm gonna say IPv4. Yeah, here we go. Validate IPv4 checks if possible. I'll also put it on here if we have it. We don't. All right. So now that we have that on there, oh, there we go. Hey, now that's working. Here we go. Header, yep. We got packet number 64. So just to explain, we had to edit preferences, protocols, IP, and then we checked a box that said to validate the IP. And now what we were using before is actually working. So actually, let me bring up that. What is this? Does this one work now? Yeah, there we go. So what frame? 64. What frame number contains an invalid TCP checksum? So let's, of course, now that we know that that one was unchecked, let's check to see if TCP is checking it. So scroll down a lot. And once you scroll down a lot, keep scrolling. And once you've gotten there, keep on scrolling. I'm forgetting my alphabet. TCP, here we go. Yep, validate TCP checksum, and I'm gonna guess it's gonna show up there too. 130. What frame number contains an invalid UDP checksum? Well, guess where we're going? References. Gonna go all the way, bypass it. You guys can't sing it, but I'm singing the ABC song in my head. There we go, validate the UDP, and there we go, 53. What is the name of the company that made the client device? So can we see it on here somewhere? Probably not. However, it's a small small file, so we can probably just look through here. So what are we looking for? The company that made the client device. So we're looking for the client certificate. Hello. Is there a way we can see the client on here?
There's a client hello message.
Oh, what?
There's a client hello message.
Yeah, there we go. Client hello. Would it just be TP link?
I mean, you might have to use the MAC address to check if that might be TP link.
Oh, yeah, let me put that there. MAC address is, yeah, source is usually TP link, TP link techno. Let me try TP link. I got 21 guesses. Yep, TP link. All right. The rest are very similar. You'll just be looking through here, and it'll usually just be a lot of searching through it to find what it's asking for. For like, actually, Wi-Fi cracking might be really easy. Maybe not.
Michael,
Yeah.
yeah, check something. Go back to your wire. Go to that preferences menu that we kept up to go to. Or protocols, please. Just type in UDP on the keyboard. Does it go straight to it?
Oh, it does. Oh, that's really easy.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I
thank
was
you.
doing that over here, and I wanted to make sure that worked on yours too.
I never knew that could do, or that worked. I'm gonna use that from now on. Yeah, it's mainly just looking through. It's usually just time consuming searching for that and also knowing where to look and also filters. Google helps with those filters a lot. See, before, yeah, we got 10 more minutes. I'm gonna do some password cracking because I've gotten a fair bit of that, and I'm gonna skip the easy ones because these are just I'll just do, yeah, I'll just do easy one just to show you, oh yeah, these are just hashing, so that's not password cracking, that's just you can just look up a website that'll say SHA or MD5 hasher. Yeah, here we go. So I'll just do one of these for now. So for password cracking, it's surprisingly, it's easier than you think and also harder than you think. Most of the time, it's just wanting you to use Rockio against it. So for this one, I'll just use hashcat-m. Actually, we got to figure out what kind of hash it is first. So we'll use the hash ID command for that. Put it in quotes so it knows it's a string. It's an MD, it says MD2 at the front, but nobody uses MD2. It's most likely MD5. So let's use hashcat dash M. And with how used MD5 is, I know this off of memory because it's just 0. But to get that, you do hashcat dash H for help. And then you can grep the name so we know it's MD5. I don't think it's actually showing up on here, but if I do, if I just grep for 0, we go to the very top. You can see 0 is MD5. I think it was because I had lowercase on. If I do grep dash I MD5. Yeah, there we go. MD5 is at the very top. So we know it's the mode is 0. The attack 0 since we're just running hashcat on it. I don't even think we need like to put it in a file. We can just type it right there. And yeah, and then use for the word list, Kali stores word list in /user share word list. And then you might have to unzip it, though I also think it might, or Kali just might use it as a gzip. It might just be able to go past that. Start that, give it a couple seconds. And we got it. 721 snail. So yeah, that if it ever mentions you, pretty easy. It's pretty easy to do. I mean, most of the time it'll just be finding the thing. Even if it doesn't mention you, if it doesn't mention anything else, it'll most likely be able to get some of it with from you. So for example, cracking 5 hard. These give us absolutely nothing about these passwords. However, if you put all of these into you, and actually I can just run it on my own PC right now. And then we do hashes dot, these were the ones I was working on earlier. Hashes.txt. Actually, let me just. You can see here all the ones. To figure out what these are, these ones are also widely used by them. They're MD1 crypt because that cache 1, but also you can hash ID them. I think hash ID was being a little weird with these, so you can also just look it up on a hash identifier or just look up that cache 1. Usually whenever they have a cache symbol, that'll be like some identifying information or assault, which is assault just changes what the hash comes out as. You need to calculate that for. Yeah. And once you get that, once you get the hash type, you're basically good to go. So we put hashcat.exe. We need dash M. So MD5 crypt is 500. Again, you just grep hashcat for that. Once you get that attack type, there's I think 6 attack types. I forget what a couple of them are. In fact, I think a couple of them might not even have numbers. They just decided, hey, we want to have 6 numbers, but not have the full thing. I could be wrong. I don't know. 0 is a straight attack. That's just brute force. That's what you'll use mostly. So we'll be using that if you want to try it against a word list. Hashes txt, and then word list and I've already ran this and hashcat saves what you get, so you can just do -- show. And it got me 4 of those, and those were a hard level challenge, and it got me 4 of them, which is how easy it is. However, the point of the hard level challenges is to make your own password list. So now that we've gotten all these, any patterns you can recognize?
Marvel character, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You have to create a word list of Marvel characters to then use against it. What I do is you can use a Python script, and sometimes that takes a while. You can also just select everything from and then just use bash tools to get rid of everything. I have also not been able to do this. Again, it can be easier and harder than you think. In this case, it's harder because once you get that word list, they now have a special thing of characters like a star at the front, star at the end. You now need to edit all of those to essentially be like this, add numbers at the end, numbers at the front. But a way you can get around this is with these straight attacks, they also have a cool thing you can do called rules. So I actually have a Marvel list right here. So we can use -R for rules and then go into the rules directory. There's ones you can download from the internet that might be better, but it comes with some by itself, like best64 rule. So if we run that, you'll be able to see what it's actually trying. So you can see I got 3D man and Zax. It's adding some zeros, it's adding some spaces. I also have a word list, a rule, or not a word list, a rule list. So one of the cool things about Hashcat is you can also make your word list stronger using Hashcat with these rules. So I made a rule that would, since some passwords have spaces, but some people will remove spaces because they don't think you could put a space in a hat or in a password, and some people won't actually allow it. However, it should be allowed, and it's actually a very good security thing because most people won't think a space would be in a password. So I made a rule list that would remove passwords, replace them with underscores, keep them, and then also do some case stuff because sometimes it'll be all lowercase and sometimes it'll be all uppercase. If you want that, I can share it on the classroom links, but it's a pretty small file. It's like 4 lines that do it. How Hashcat rules work is it's like L sets everything to lowercase, and you'll just say every transformation you want to do on each line. So let's say you want to add one where it's all lowercase, you do -L, or not -L, you just do L. On another line, if you wanted to add an uppercase version of them, you add a U. If you want to replace something, you'll use S for swap, you'll do S, and the next character is what you're changing, and the next character is what you're changing it with. So to get rid of spaces, it's just S space and then underscore to change spaces with underscores. Essentially, it's just a waiting game. It's a lot of time. As you can see, it can get really high, or it can get like really high. That's just 2 minutes. They can get up to hours, it can get up to days if you're doing it wrong. You can add -O to make it faster, but yeah, that's simple. You can do all that. Zip. Sometimes it can even get into into files. So this is a zip archive. This one's pretty easy. I'll go over this one really quickly. Oops. All right, so this is really cool program called John the Ripper. John the Ripper is basically the shotgun of password cracking. Hashcat is a sniper. It can be a lot faster because there's more rules, and it can also create word lists. However, John the Ripper just kind of does everything at its own pace, but it does everything. So one thing John the Ripper can do is it can pull the hash out of files. So let's say you have let's say somebody locked a PDF, but you really want to get into it, or a zip file like this. You can use zip to John and then the file name, and it'll just pull the hash right out of it. So now you can crack that. This is a PK zip one. If you crack it, I think it was like, actually, I wonder if it'll just show. John dash show. It did not. However, it's a RockU thing. You just do that -- word list equals /user share word list RockU. Maybe. The hash is loaded. Oh yeah, I'm doing it against the actual zip. Actually, I might just be able to show this. All right. And then you just crack that. It might be saved somewhere actually. I got rid of it. It's fine. Anyways, you'll get the hash, and then you can just unlock the PDF. It's not too bad. It's just knowing to pull out the hash and also figuring out the hash. Luckily, John the Ripper kind of does everything for that. Hashcat, you have to say what type of hash it is. John the Ripper, you just say, hey, attack that, and it just goes. It takes a while. If you specify a word list, it can go faster. However, it just does its thing. It can crack things that Hashcat can't. One thing that it can, which is very important, YesScript. YesScript is the hashing algorithm used by Kali. Hashcat cannot crack that. John the Ripper can, however, it needs to be on a Kali machine because it just straight up said, Hashcat is like, oh, I need the hashing algorithm so I can do it all myself because I need to do it quick. John the Ripper just says, give me that bitch. I will throw it at the operating system itself, and I will figure it out. And I'm like, well, it's been 2 days, but thank you for getting it finally. Anyways, that's the end of time.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we're 40. Thank you all for coming. If, for the people on the Zoom. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'm about to end the stream.